except Fubara is gone. Because according to Wike, Fubara hasn't made any move at all to see him or seek peace, kind of. Like Fubara never contacted him. Fubara never made any move. And to those who are thinking that this is being settled, blah, 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 well, it's not. You also have some words for those of you who celebrated his collapse story, Wike collapsed, rushed to France, I'll Spain. He has some for you too. It's all about, it's all about what's going on in the river states. So we'll start with Wike, and I'll give you a little bit of follow-up on that. Like the broadcast. If you haven't already, take a moment. Leave the comment section. Just a minute. No. 2 seconds. Leave the comment, go on that video, then like it and come back. Then watch this.
1 month and 7 days after Mr. President, in his wisdom, declared a state of emergency to save River State from anarchy, I challenge any reverse so-called elder, even the traditional rulers, what attempt have they made to bring total peace? I challenge any so-called 90 years, 200 years, what efforts since 1 month and 1 week by saying that there's total reconciliation in the state. No amount of going to television to abuse anybody will bring peace. Because we have always said there are those who thrive on crisis. When there's crisis, they're happy. When there's no crisis, there's no food on the table. Those people cannot be real elders. There's no need of embarrassing of our women to be naked outside. No amount of such can bring peace. No amount of such blackmail can bring peace. What can bring peace is for you to humble yourself and say, for the interest of the state, I want everybody to work together. If not, carry all the women. Don't even wear them bra again. Don't even give them cloth. Embarrass your mothers to be naked in the public when you know you are not being sincere. If you are sincere, everybody would have known. I told our leaders, yes, some people have tried to approach me. As a man of peace, I received them. I did not pursue them. But seeing me alone does not bring peace. There are critical stakeholders that must be involved in this process of peacemaking. Nobody will be excluded. If any one group is excluded, there is no total peace. Members of the State Assembly must be involved. Members of National Assembly must be involved. The two major political parties must be involved. Other leaders must be involved. In that way, we now know that yes, we are sincere in talking about peace. I think one thing you must get clear, that one thing you must go home and jubilate is this: assembly maintain their seat. Two, you are able to set aside that kangaroo election. Even if nothing. To anybody who says you are nobody, he must have some mental problem. So we need peace. But let it be peace predicated on sincerity. Let it be peace that, yes, I'm not coming to play as a decoy. Not when you come and see somebody, then when you turn on television, yeah, people are abusing the same person. That cannot be sign of peace.
Wike. Oh, there is more. Especially those of you who are very convinced that one day soon, karma will catch up with Wike. The last time when the news of him collapsing and then being flown abroad, and then some blog even reported that he was dead. So people reacted. There were those who were actually like expecting the news to be true. So I did a program on that and I said, I don't believe that anything happened to him. And some of you probably were not really comfortable for me saying that, because like, what do you mean? I just read it right now. My sister, Nigerians are quite strange. That's the word, strange people. They can be whenever they want to. There is always a story about somebody somewhere that thing happened to, that can confirm to you. My brother works in the hospital when they rushed him in France. Another one will tell you, it was my sister that was, my sister working with the airport ambulance, and we're the one who took him inside, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so I said, if I was Wike, right, this was enough to kind of like show to him, if anything happened to him, like Abacha, people will be celebrating that anything bad happened to him. I mean, there are those who are actually going to celebrate it for all the different reasons. You know, I can give you one or two, right? When you see what Wike did in Obigbo, in Rivers State in 2020, the survivors of that invasion and terrorism against the Igbo people of Obigbo at the time, they possibly would just look at me and say, and so I want something to happen to him. And say, okay. So I said, if I was Wike, that was an eye-opener. Like, you are not dead, you are still alive. You could read all these things, right? You could call them hatred towards you, but these are counter reactions to what you have done. But no, he's not giving up. All of I know Sanduna. Right now, his response to all of you, right, is this. So now I can't, possibly not, or should I say I can't really stop you from wishing him that karma after watching this. Wike
wanted to kill me that I supported Tinubu. What's going on now? What's going on now? All I said, has it not happened? Has it not happened? Kill him. Because I said the truth. The truth has come out. Some of you, don't put your face on the ground. Bless your face up. Whether you're a traditional ruler, whether you are a boys brigade, bless your face up. I'm here. I'm healthy. Very well. I don't know up in the morning, then you carry a dangerous story that a man flown out, that he collapsed, that a man had been flown out. You will be flown out very soon. Just watch. And I'm going to write the condolence message to your family. Look at me very well. You think I'm 18 years, 19 years, 20 years. I say I'm competing with my son. I'm not dead. I was never sick. But even if I was sick, I'm not a human being. Assuming I was sick. I'm not a human being. I can do the type of work I'm doing and survive. But it's not necessary to carry such propaganda. I went to my son's graduation. Immediately we finished taking picture, social media, that they have flown me out from London. But I fell down. Don't worry. Your turn to be falling down every day has come. All those who see those who fall down will hold on. It's your portion now to be falling down every day. And the one you will fall is the one that will be fiber. Congrats again. I thank your wife. It's not easy to marry a man like you. It's not easy. Each time I come to your house, I say, Madam, you are supposed to be paid more money for taking care of this man. And I've told him to go and make sure he cleans out all the private accounts you don't know. If he does not tell you today, I will tell you.
All the private accounts. So, Madam Yeram, Wike said, now your turn to start falling down now. I know you're probably saying it back. It is his turn to be falling down. You, Wike, your hand is coming. You will see your hand. You see, if it is not my Father in heaven, a lady was saying that the last time. Said, except if I'm not serving my Father in heaven, you will see what will happen to this Wike. All of you will see it. I was like, all right. Good luck with that. But he was talking about the elders. And the elders who he believes are those ones who misled Fubara. The seamless Fubara is believed to be misled by the River State leaders who told him to reject Tifnumbu's proposition for peace. And they brought, they brought the sole administrator, a sole administrator that is just like Wike says to G, obviously. And according to, this next video I'm going to share with you, they don't need anybody. They don't need any soothsayer to understand that this whole thing is one-sided. Tifnumbu suspended the Fubara, appointed sole administrator, suspended State House of Assembly. The sole administrator came in and then appointed his own, the Wike's people as local government administrators, gave them sole administrator appointments in different departments, ministries, and the rest of that. Who else do you need to tell you, right? Who's bidding? The administrator is doing. And what are you talking about? Peace when the whole thing is one-sided. His position.
Yes, I would say it's very unfortunate. When you said I'm from Rivers, let me just add more information. My 4 grandparents are from Rivers State. So they don't come any more rivers than me, even though I happen to live in Lagos. You see, in every situation, I always believe in giving people time to tell us who they are, what they are about. In effect, watch before you rush to judgment. When this sole administrator was appointed, please check everywhere and anywhere. I never made any comment about him, his competence, his integrity, or anything. So what has changed? What has changed is that I think the sole administrator, either he misread his brief or he has no understanding of what his role is. And instead of coming to an inflamed situation with a view to helping to achieve stability and healing, he might be inadvertently adding fuel to the fire. I'll give you the basis. He's made some appointments. First of all, he emerged himself in an irregular manner. I would say the executive were misguided. So he's a product of the executive being misguided legally, and then the legislator introducing rascality to use a voice vote to confirm his appointment, which we all know a voice vote does not make any sense. It can never prove 2/3, because even in the House of Rep, we don't even know how many people were in the room. I saw the TV pictures, they didn't even have a quorum. A member who pointed that out was shouted down. So here is the man who came in, knows he's on shifty ground, on shifty ground. And what has he done? You know, they say, make some appointments and I'll tell you who you are. Now, he's made some appointments. Even the River State Electoral Commission, he went in there, removed people, made appointments. He then also went to all the LGAs, appointed sole administrators. So a man who himself probably has no proper mandate in a serious country with a serious legal system now decides to add insult upon injury. Instead of simply leaving local governments in the hands of the most senior full-time staff and even reading them the Riot Act to do the correct thing, he now goes to superimpose people. I challenge him to tell the nation through what process he chose those he appointed.
So why do you think he's doing that?
Let's go to the facts first, then we'll come to theories. Through what process did he make the appointments? Did he advertise the positions? Did he call for nominations? Did he search River State for the most competent, skilled persons of high integrity? In any case, like I've already said, we know ourselves in River State. You make many appointments from the people you've chosen. I can tell you who you are. With due respect, some of the people he appointed, in my personal opinion, they are riffraffs. So a man leaves Cross River State, comes to River State in an inflamed situation. I challenge him to tell the nation what process he used in making the appointments. Did he choose people that he knew personally when he was in the Navy? Who did he ask for nominations? Where did he produce some of these riffraffs from? We can go into the details later. Then he also goes to the Local Government Commission, the River State Electoral Commission. This is why I say it's adding fuel to fire. You go to an electoral commission and you bring in people that you chose through a method that you can't explain. Please, I challenge him to explain how he chose those persons. So do you want us to accept elections conducted by some of those people that he chose, where we don't even know how they emerged? Listen, let's be fair. If I give you, Charles, an appointment to go to another state, a position of trust, I know you would wield it with some responsibility. You wouldn't just go in there and in a haphazard manner start making appointments that will inflame the situation. And I think that is disrespectful to the people of River State. He should be called to order.
I've been hearing about inflaming the situation. Is not making peace easy. This administrator is adding fuel to fire. This administrator is illegal. This administrator, the guy they appoint, the guy they dissolve, and he's appointing, is dissolving, is disappointing. He's removing all the established Fubara's appointees and replacing them with the people he called riffraff. He's adding fire. He's adding fuel to fire. He's adding fuel to fire. But I never even see ordinary lighter spark from River State since 30, how many days now? 38 days ago. 38 days ago. Everybody is talking, and the guy is, everything he's doing is illegal. There's no so legal backing for it. There is no this and that. But yet, I haven't seen the fire. Some said I shouldn't see the fire.
Get us a doctor say make I take this drug 3 times a day after eating. If I dey chop 3 times a day, I go get ulcer. Doctor, I go get ulcer.